ability for the technomancer. Hell no. Better to show him. Oh, I love these poison rounds. They're hella dope. Oh yeah, shitty white gun. Alright guys, let's read off this. Melee.
Read the melee ability and then read.
Alright guys, so the melee skill deals damage and inflicts freeze to all enemies within a small radius. Now that thing is pretty freaking sweet, because if you're ever in a pinch and you got a guy that's right up on you and he's doing a lot of damage to you, you just freaking melee his ass and boom, frozen. You can dart out of there and deal damage based on that. And his healing, ooh, Technomancer's healing is beautiful. As a Technomancer, you will receive a portion of the damage you deal as health. Beautiful. So easy to stay alive. Anything to add, Will?
No, I'm eating spaghetti.
We'll quit eating spaghetti.
So, unless you want to hear like...
No, I'm good.
I'm almost done, but then I will totally put my input in.
Alright. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit that out, but you know what else, dog.
And I'm back. Okay. Buffalo meat on spaghetti is delicious. Side note.
Good to
And
know,
buffalo
good
meat
to
very
know.
expensive. Alright, so we're looking at the melee. It's self-explanatory. You freeze things that get too close, and it's awesome. And the healing, definitely one of my favorites. I'm not sure it's the best out of all of them, but it's really strong. I'm not really sure which one's the best. I would say the top three, Trickster, Technomancer, and Devastator. They all have really good healing things.
Yep,
some of his other
blows.
Yeah, some of his other perks also increase long-range damage by 50%. So running snipers with the Technomancer, you do more damage than him. He increases skill leech, so leech things are increased, and weapon leech. So he is all about lifesteal, which is just awesome. Then his skills, the first four are Shrapnel. It's supposed to be a shrapnel. It's a fragment. But you can also use it as a proximity round. So if enemies are rushing you, go with the feet, get too close, his second, cryo turret. Now, I gotta say, the cryo turret, at first was like, I don't know if I want to play the Technomancer, man. He just seems kind of dumb, relying on all of his gadgets and his guns. And where's the abilities? Where's the flashiness? I was wrong. Okay, the Technomancer is awesome and has plenty of flashy abilities. Yes, he is kind of a control player. You know, he plays the turret, proximity mines, and weapon boosters. And yes, it seems like he's a support class. And he is. He's a good support class, but he is DPS. He's one of the best. I'd say it'd go Trickster, Technomancer, Pyromancer, Devastator. Pyromancer probably has the best damage late game.
I've fallen, and I can't get up!
At least in the demo, Pyromancer is really strong.
Well, I died.
I didn't even realize we were fighting.
Boss is really low though, dog.
The Pain Launcher is his third ability, which shoots missiles. Bro, you should... What?
You're about to be shot.
You should probably be in the menu screen showing our watchers, like, what I'm talking about.
Alright guys, menu screen. And you can also tell how bad his world tier is on this guy because
I don't play a lot of technomancer. I've been
it
doing
is
Devastator.
terrible. All right, skills. What were you talking about, home dog?
Look at the first 3 skills. That's what I was going over.
I've got them all right here.
Okay, so first skill, proximity mine, basically makes things go boom, or it could be used as a frag grenade. Second skill, cryo turret, freezes enemies, and it's a turret that shoots things. You can throw it to deploy it. Plane
And
launcher,
it
bird ability.
freezes. It freezes the
Yes.
targets.
Hence the cryo.
Oh, screw your cryo.
Pain launcher shoots missiles in a straight line. It's really actually cool to use, and it's just fun. It's especially fun if you're on like a hallway or a choke point, and you unleash that and just clear everything in the hallway. And then I can't actually read the last ability in the demo, or the 4th ability, but I know it's toxic shots, and it just increases your damage of your rounds. And I'm assuming adds poison damage. What does it say?
I can't see it.
You have it unlocked, dude.
The 4th? Oh, you're talking about the bullets. Okay. Let me see. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the 5th for some reason. All right, let's see. Fill your current weapons magazine with decay-infected bullets that inflict toxic onto enemies. Enemies within a small radius of the main target also receive toxic and 50% of damage. The skill lasts until the reload or switch weapons. So that 50% damage is going to be based on how high of a level you are and based on what type of gear you have equipped.
So yeah, that.
That.
The Technomancer, like I said, I expected it to be not so fun, and I was wrong. It's one of the funnest classes. I mean, they're all really fun. Even the Pyromancer, which struggles early game, or at least in the demo, is really fun. And they've done a great job of it. They really have. The Technomancer, what it feels like is like basically if Doctor Strange and Iron Man had a baby, that's the Technomancer. Like, he summons technology out of nowhere. He's a genius. He like has these cryo gloves. I mean, he's just badass. His abilities are really cool looking. His whole aesthetic, his armor sets for some of the exotics or I guess legendaries used to Destiny. All of it is really cool, and he's just the wizard of technology, basically.
His
some of his
healing
other
mechanics, beautiful.
Yeah, his lifesteal. I mean, if you like lifesteal in any kind of game, he is really good at it.
I know that I'm dead. I know that I'm
your
down.
menu?
No, I'm down. I know that I'm down.
Can you be in your menu?
Yeah, I can get into my menu.
Okay. I just say, don't just sit there and let them see your down state.
Bruh, it's beautiful though. Alright, but his class setups, mwah, beautiful as well. My personal favorite though, by far, has got to be the Trickster. But second, definitely second, is Technomancer. Technomancer is gorgeous, he does not mess around, and he will fuck you up.
To be fair, you haven't really tried the Devastator, which
True
the
that.
Devastator is really good.
That's true, I have yet to try the Devastator. Oh, where did you kill the boss?
Way back there by the spawn.
It just needs the shit that he dropped, even though it's probably all white because of the it was all white, yeah, the tier, the world level.
But yeah, Technomancer's freaking awesome. He does really good. Like I said, he's just kind of the tech wizard. Like if Iron Man and Doctor Strange had a baby, that's the best way I can put it. He's really hard to kill with his lifesteal because even when he's not doing damage with his guns, his turrets or gear is, which just makes him really strong. He's got the cool green colored abilities, which I know that's kind of like pointless, but I think it's cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's just a badass build. I definitely recommend playing it.
For sure,
I wish there
especially if you're in a start out. If you're here to just start out and you're going through something, I definitely recommend the Trickster or the Technomancer by far.
Yeah, I would recommend Technomancer before Trickster, at least for starting out if you're worried about that, because he's a little bit more friendly to shooters. I mean, his first ability is basically a frag grenade, but it does do a lot of damage, and you heal based off of any damage you do. So that if you get a frag grenade that hits 5 people, you're basically full health. He's just such an unstoppable force. I mean, I would say he's probably the best all-round character. He's not super tanky like the Devastator, and he's not super squishy like the Trickster or Pyromancer. He's just kind of that jack of all trades. He can do a lot of damage, but he can also take a lot of damage. He's just good at everything. There's not a situation that I can really think of that I would be like, oh man, I wish I had something else, or I wish I was more tanky, or anything like that. Whereas the Devastator and Trickster and Pyromancer, there are a lot of situations that I see myself in that I'm like, dang, I really wish I had more HP, especially playing as the Trickster or Pyromancer. And the Devastator, I'm over there like, dang, I really wish I had more damage. Although all of them are pretty balanced, like I said, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. But I would say
on
the
top of
Technomancer
that,
is.
go on.
I was just gonna say I'd say the Technomancer is the pinnacle of being a balanced class.
For sure, so far. But that's what I was about to mention, is that as we've mentioned, I don't know if we've mentioned it within this video, but as I've mentioned, it's all about personal preference, and then on top of that, look at all the stuff that we have yet to unlock. This is just the demo. We have only scratched the surface of what all these classes are capable of.
I mean, he's still got 4 more abilities. If you look right here, Shane, get out of your menu, you can see what this turret looks like. I mean, it's awesome. You can tell it's kind of a mix between this Anthem-like magic combined with technology. It's really cool. I mean, here's the proximity mine. You can actually shoot those to make them detonate, yeah, just like he did. And then I'll let you look at this ability real quick. That's just awesome.
Which I actually do not understand why it's all green and then all of his abilities are blue. Do not get that in any way whatsoever.
Because the Trickster took blue as all his colors. Which, to be fair, he's got poison weapons that are green.
Well, and then on top of that, yeah, that's the only thing though. That's the only thing that he's got that's green are these
Look
poison
at yourself.
rounds.
Look, that looks just like the Trickster's Twisted Rounds.
Yep, just
green.
they're blue. Yeah. And I love the way they did this design. This design is so... It just looks so cool the way it like absorbs into the gun from his arms. I think that looks so sweet.
And I mean, his punch is technically like a weird.
Well, it's ice. It's
not really
blue. It's white. It's blue white. Oh look, yeah.
The ice looks really good in the game too.
Yeah, for sure. They did really good with this design, this world design, just this all together. The experience all together in this game so far has been phenomenal. You're lucky I'm immortal to you.
That's kind of cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah, look,
dude, I wonder if that
all
would work
blow
on
up.
a boss. Just put that right next to a boss. Let it eat every shot.
Oh, let's go see. Let's go
Let's
see.
try it.
I set it on top of him.
So I don't think that works so good. Let me try.
Well, I set it up on top
Oh
of him.
man, so did I. Yeah, the trickster's just great. There's really no downside to the trickster. I mean, you give up a little tankiness, you give up a little damage, but I mean, not really. Your damage is so good in this game. And especially being able to damage from different angles, that's awesome. So turn to one section, you shoot from another, you got proximity mines, so if anyone tries to come hit you, and then if there's a hallway or something, you just slow. And that's not even to mention the core abilities that you don't do. I mean, the amount of versatility in this class is so don't sleep on the fact because it's awesome. And I know he's got a lot of heal abilities too for the team. And so a lot of people are like, oh, well, he's the healer class. No, he's not. I mean, you can definitely do healing, for sure. And if that's what you want to do, go for it. But, I mean, his solo play potential is way better than a lot of the other classes. I do think the Trickster is probably going to be the most popular just because it's really flashy, and who doesn't want to control time? I mean, that's awesome.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, I would say that's kind of what he is. So, but anyway.
Oh, you just killed the last guy, dog.
I know, but I'm thinking we're probably gonna call this for the Technomancer, and we'll see him on the next video.
All right, get him on to
Unless you got anything else you want to add.
I'm not sure. Let me check. Let's see. We talked about all the skills that we have unlocked. We talked. Did we talk about all the separate finishing on the skill trees, on the class trees?
We didn't, but I honestly don't know enough about them to tell you.
I was gonna say it's kind of hard to find what this shit does.
Like I said, he's so balanced. Like, that's what every class is about the same, because I mean, it leans into a little bit more of a healer or a damage dealer or whatever, but it's basically all the same.
This is off the subject of class, but all I have to say is I really, really love the way that they did these class trees. I love the fact that you have 3 separate classes that, dependent on what type of role you like to play in the game, you have so many options. I mean, you've got 4 classes, and then you've got 3 separate class trees for each class. That's phenomenal design.
Well, and a big part of those trees too have to deal with, like, if you like certain abilities, certain trees will make certain abilities even stronger. So depending on what your favorite abilities are, you might go one tree or another just because you really like that setup.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, the cryo turret I see is almost a must-have. It's so helpful, but you know, some people might not care for the turret. They might care for more just straight damage, which is totally fine too.
Yeah, a DPS role. And from what I've seen so far, each class has the capability to do anything. For example, just in this Technomancer, we've got the 1 class tree, which is Pestilence. And from what I can see so far, this one focuses on weapon damage and what you do based on with your weapons and based on how you want to run into it. And then we've got the Tech Shaman, and he focuses on skill leech. So you're healing a lot more from all the damage that you're doing. And then we've got the Demolisher, and everybody knows what the hell a Demolisher does. I mean, come on.
Because I don't.
Bruh, he demolishes shit.
He's the Devastator, but yeah.
Okay, but his name is like, go into your classes. The very bottom one is Demolisher, dog.
Oh,
and he
wait,
looks.
Are you talking about the skill tree?
Yeah, bro, and he looks straight up like the dude off of Lord of the Rings. Does he not?
Yeah, he totally does.
Bro, You know he gonna fuck shit
I don't know.
up.
I kind of dig the tech shaman. That sounds cool.
The tech shaman does sound freaking pretty sweet, bro.
But
It increases
yeah.
weapon leech by 5%. We've got increases skill leech by 6%. Enemies affected with freeze receive 30% more damage. Dude, this dude is just... I don't know, bro. I think that I might main him from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, he's high up on the list for me too.
For sure. Alright, but yeah, I think that's just about it for the technomancer.
So we'll see you on the next video.
Sounds good.